Hi guys, it's Tech Boy here with another video. This video is my update 1.1 video where I will be discussing Twitter, WWDC and E3 2014. So let's get straight into it. And the first thing I want to talk about is Twitter. Now, some of you may, if you watch to the end of my videos, hear me say that I was thinking about creating a Twitter account and think of another way to communicate with you, the audience. And today I officially want to announce on my YouTube page that I am now officially on Twitter. You can follow me at techboy1212, the same username as I have for my YouTube channel. The channel currently on the Twitter page has the same profile picture and banner as I do on my YouTube page, so it's going to be easy for you to recognise. I created a page for three reasons. One, I wanted to be able to communicate and engage with you, the audience, more frequently than I am making videos, because a tweet probably takes 1 or 2 minutes to do by the time you log into Twitter, compose a new tweet, type it out, make sure you meet the character limit, which is the only thing I hate about Twitter so far, and send it off for all of your followers to see. It's just as quick for me to do that on a regular basis as it is to make a video like this that takes an hour or two or more to produce. It gives me the opportunity to learn a new social network, because as you can tell, Tech Boy is not my real life name, but that's a whole nother story. But it gives me the opportunity to learn a new social network, because I'm currently learning mobile and apps development at university, and a lot of the applications, like one of the assignments I'm doing at the moment, is asking for Twitter integration in it. So by doing Twitter as a new social network for me to use, it gives me an opportunity and a chance to learn the new social network. So there is that advantage to it, definitely. And free Google Plus is not very successful for me, because out of all the posts I've done, I've had at least 3 +1s, which is the equivalent of a Facebook like or a Twitter favourite. I will be live blogging. I'm officially announcing today via YouTube, I'll also be announcing this over Twitter when I upload this video, that I will be live blogging by tweeting during the WWDC 2014 keynote. More info on the Nintendo one in just a minute. So you have that to look forward to, and be sure to follow me along on Twitter to be ready for when this event happens. The second thing I want to talk about is WWDC 2014. It starts on June 2nd at 10 AM San Francisco time, or in Australia that is 3 AM on the East Coast, and that is ridiculously late. I did that last year for the 2013 WWDC, but that was the first time I ever stayed up and watched a keynote presented live from Apple at that time of day. Check out my top 10 iOS 8 predictions video, which has been a lot more popular than I've expected it to, and I appreciate all of you liking, watching and subscribing to my channel. And likewise for the top 5 OS 10 video, because I had never covered OS 10 or Mac software, you could say, for the people of you out there that don't know what OS 10 is. That was the first time I ever covered that, and so far I've had a really positive response. So if you do want to see more videos like that from me in the future, be sure to give me a like on that video, or let me know in any of the comment sections anywhere, because I read every single comment of yours that you post. Split screen multitasking for iPad is rumoured to be in iOS 8, and here's the funny thing. In my top 10 iOS 7 predictions video, I said that they should be adding split screen multitasking. Now it's rumoured to be in iOS 8, so it's like whenever they release a new major piece of software, they then start to figure out what to do in the next major version, and they take ideas from what people wanted for the 7th, and they'll apply it to the 8th, and so on and so forth for future iterations. So it might not hurt to watch the top 10 iOS 7 predictions video as to ideas and thoughts about what I'd like to see in iOS eventually. Healthbook will most likely be included based on the leaks since earlier this year, and hardware is to be discussed, but will it be a Retina MacBook Air? Which I somehow doubt it's going to be because they've just updated the MacBook Air line with a minor processor upgrade. It was like a 1.4 to a 1.5 gigahertz, or 1.3 to 1.4, it was something like that. And it could be the iWatch or Apple TV hardware update that has support for the App Store, which is software, obviously the App Store part of it, but they'll probably have a sneak peek for it, just like they did with the original iPhone, and especially like they did with the Mac Pro at WWDC 2013. So they'll probably do something like that, is my best guess. And follow me at, I know I keep pushing it, but please follow me at TechBoy1212 on Twitter for live updates as the event happens. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Nintendo E3 2014, specifically their digital event, which I don't know if it's going to be a Nintendo Direct or if it's going to be like a more interactive version of the Nintendo Direct, because the Direct they had last year, despite the stuff they announced during it was good, in forms of presenting it, it was basically a flop. So hopefully they'll learn their lesson and make it far better this year. They could be almost on a comeback for everything that Nintendo's doing, especially with Mario Kart 8 coming out, but that's another story. So it's happening at 9 AM local time in Los Angeles on June the 10th, and it translates to 2 AM on June 11th in Australia on the East Coast. Now, I'm just going to say to forewarn you, I'm not going to be live tweeting the Nintendo event, because I really want to do it, but the problem is exams. And yes, they are a damn pest, but I've got an exam on the 11th of June at 9 AM, and I don't want to be up to 2 AM or even later, which will probably be 3 or 4 AM, live tweeting an event and all that, when I'm going to get next to no sleep, when I've got an exam coming up that's worth quite a fair bit of my units. So I'll probably end up doing my exam, then I'll watch the event when I get home, then I will share my thoughts over Twitter and etc. So I apologise for not being able to do it, but I am forewarning you, I'm not going to be doing it because of exams, and university has to take first priority, unfortunately. My expectations for the event is that they will discuss the Nintendo figurine platform, which will take advantage of the NFC or Near Field Communications chip on the Wii U gamepad, which is the icon in the bottom left hand corner of the gamepad controller itself. There should be some big news related to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, and I somehow imagine they'll incorporate that big announcement in their live demos on the show floor for everybody to play, because there's just massive hype for that game. They need to take it a step further. They need to get people more than just excited. They need to do that in order to drive sales. So that's what I hope they do. Potentially announcing Zelda for the Wii U, not the Hyrule Warriors one, but the one E.G. Onuma, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, is making. He's like I don't think he was the founder, but he's like the main director for all the big Zelda games on all Nintendo platforms, and I expect there to be an announcement for this game at least, because from memory they did say they were going to announce something about Zelda at the E3 2014 keynote, digital event that is, and it's probably going to be released in 2015 because it's only probably early in development. There'll be more details on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for 3DS, announcement of Wii U software update with speed improvements for loading times, and the intro part to the event will be a continuation from the announcement video. I'll leave a link to it in the description, as a natural progression of Reggie entering the room when it's automatically too late, because if you watch all these videos and you see how they planned it and all that, you can tell it's going to be something like that. I mean, if they don't do it, then damn, I'm shocked. Just putting it out there. Now, the fourth thing I want to talk about, which not many of you may know, is Recode. Recode is the new All Things D event. So, if most of you, I would imagine, who have subscribed to my channel, have subscribed because you really enjoyed the All Things D11 Tim Cook video that's on my channel, which is the most popular video I did not make, but redistributed rather, on my channel. And it's Recode because Walt Mossberg and Kara Swisher's gone over to like a new part of the Wall Street Journal, which they've renamed it Recode, or at least that's my understanding of it. This year Tim Cook's not doing it, but instead they're going to have Craig Federighi, which is in charge of iOS and Mac software, and Eddie Q's in charge of product services, so like the App Store, iTunes, the iTunes Music Festivals, and the Apple website itself. And they're expected to appear on stage on the 28th of May, American time. If, like last year, the event is not live streamed, I'll sure to at least watch it when it becomes available and then share my thoughts on Twitter. And if I get the opportunity, I may upload the event onto my YouTube channel, but I can't guarantee anything because it all comes down to getting hold of the video, time to upload it, whether the ability I can upload it. There's a lot of issues because the video may be an hour long and my videos have been restricted to 15-minute duration basically ever since I uploaded that video. So if I can't upload it, I'll be sure to spam my Google page and Twitter pages and on the previous videos and all of that to make sure that you can get a link to the new video. But I will at least share my thoughts on this event because it will provide hype before WWDC. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. The question for you, the audience, is which event are you most looking forward to and why? So you can let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. And follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter page, and Google Plus if you have a Google Plus account, but I'm sure you would have already done that if you had one by now. So I'm looking forward to this event, especially WWDC and Nintendo's events, and I'll be sure to give you updates through Twitter based on what's happening. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you later.